Wow.
But the potential for early to late game
Wow.
goes in favor of Onic Philippines.
Yellow is the theme of the day. All flickers.
Yellow and
Welcome to
red.
Mobile Legends.
BBI. No, but seriously, they're all on flickers. So you could already imagine the outcome of the team fights that'll happen later on. But early leashing, I think, is the focus and priority for Onic right now. That's Brusco making sure that King Kong gets to fire fast. Oh, that's really fast.
You know, luckily for AP Bren, Super Prince doesn't have a much aggressive mid laner compared to the Selena, so they can, however, try to go for the control over the mid river. But if King Kong continues this aggression alongside Brusco, they're just gonna get pushed back.
Looking at the emblems real quick. Is there something we need to take note of here in Mar?
Nothing too crazy.
Oh,
Might go for an early first blood onto Brusco, but he was able to flicker out. Here comes Kekedot also. Still, look at the aggression of Onic, just really forcing AP Bren back to their backs.
yeah. And I'm liking the constant three-man early rotations too.
That's adorable. That sticker was so cute. He said, bye.
At least he survived.
Yeah. You know what? This Aurora pick was actually very good. The Onic Philippines without an Aurora are lacking crowd control. They needed that big source of crowd control, and I think to them the Faramis would not have been enough.
Oh, Kekedot doesn't have the... Oh, he still has the flicker. But he's being brought down very low constantly by Onic Philippines whenever he spots.
Oh.
Good hail blast forcing out the delay onto Kekedot's recall. And now that's bad news because again Turtle has spawned and they're out of position for this first Turtle.
Yeah.
Onic will just get this without a problem. Good invade by Brusco.
Okay. Gonna zone out James Pax once again, gonna keep them at bay, make sure that no trade will be made for AP Bren as King Kong gets the turtle.
Yeah, no retribution needed. And we're just going to be waiting for the next aggressive sequence, which will look like it's initiated right now by Brusco and Super Friends. Brusco trying to look at the purple buff to see if he'll catch out James Banks. He decides to let it go as Kekedot and Choveskirt show themselves in the center of the map. Brusco with a toss.
Another throw paired up by the ultimate, but Kekedot was sneaky enough to walk away. Here comes a blast! And Kekedot got erased.
And that's the Onic we know, the out of nowhere backup rotation by Kirk. Great shockwave blast. Seems like Onic have found their timing again.
Yep, that was a full commit too, but wait!
Shockwave.
Almost one more Death Sonata, but here comes the counterattack from there. Gonna pick up King Kong, make it two. Brusco is also down for the side of Onic, so AP Bren was happy with that trade.
Yeah, they finally found some answers. Both junglers actually were traded right there. Keldra versus Kekedot though.
Oh, the Rhapsodies are connecting to Kekedot. One more Death Sonata can do the job. And the Rhapsody was able to finish the job and bring down Kekedot.
Never bring your fists to a gunfight without your own gun. Keldra was just predicting the movement so well. Super Friends with a flicker and a freeze. Let it go, okay. Super Friends, but he won't.
I was wrong. I thought I wouldn't expect any aggressive play from the Aurora of Super Friends. Super Friends says, think again. He has the flicker.
He is just so confident in not just this game, but the entire series so far. Super Friends has just been constantly on the lookout for kills and people who they can potentially take down from AP Bren.
You mentioned earlier, you mentioned something earlier, Brigida, that Coach Why Not brought up something, an old quote, maybe that Onic, but Onic playing not to lose. This is clearly Onic playing to win. The aggressive, instinctual Onic that led to them to becoming M6 and SPS champions. Look at Kirk. There!
Look at there from the backline, forcing out Super Friends. King Kong to walk away. Here comes the kick coming in from Kekedot. And there's the feathered airstrike from Choveskirt. There is the first man down. Onic with the counter respawn. Shockwave blast coming in from Kirk. And they zone out AP Bren for a clean turtle take.
Yeah, two members were zoning out AP Bren, whereas there was alone. And now Onic Philippines can just peacefully take this turtle for themselves. So far, everything is going really well. Also, already establishing an almost 3K gold lead for Onic Philippines.
Felt like Dare said, hey guys, look what I can do. And AP Bren couldn't because Kirk showed up at the right time. James Banks in the middle.
Oh, now, okay, a beautiful cast of the Frigid Glacier for Super Prince to stop the aggression of AP Bren. And now Brusco providing enough vision for King Kong to make a move and just literally take away the jungle creeps off top.
Oh!
Brusco goes in, Gekidon as well with a kick, but he's up against 3 and the Kelra picks up another kill.
Yo, Brusco used the Unstoppable Force like a Purify, knowing that he would be CC immune, so that the kick angle of Gekidon won't be right.
That was an interesting interaction. Not one you'd usually see, but we learned something new again today just because of Brusco. Oh, mid lane!
Okay, Brusco keeping Dare and Chomskirt at bay. Here comes the Feathered Airstrike as Onic focuses their target on the mid lane turret. Now Terror gonna feel the wrath of the god in the gold lane. Kelra once again picks up a kill.
It's not just Super Prince who's mad this game, it's Kelra too!
It's Brusco, everyone.
Everyone is actually
I'm
mad.
also mad. Not because Onic Philippines is winning, it's just, where was this Onic?
The beast woke up finally. Took them 3 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe it just does take time. Maybe it just needs a familiar matchup to remind yourself why you dominated.
Yeah.
And AP Bren is just unfortunate that they're on the receiving end of Onic at their absolute angriest.
Yeah.
Look at the gold lead of Kelra.
Massive. Almost double, actually.
Yeah.
Malefic Roar, Sky Piercer, Hunter Strike already built up for the Granger. And only a Corrosion Scythe, still waiting for the second item of the Moskov.
And as soon as he picked up the Sky Piercer, already secured the 2 kills, so there's already 20 stacks for the Sky Piercer of Kelra. And now Onic is just literally taking away everything AP Bren can take for them to equalize the economy, and Onic is doing a good job at preventing that.
Yeah.
Don't think they can contest this. They're really just going to leave Shizo to pushing down the bottom lane. And they're providing space for him. You see how the Cho and the far side of the map are positioned. That's them providing space for their Moskov in the bottom. Giving up that turtle. And I think they'll have to give up this second tower in the top lane as well. As Brusco and Super Prince providing good backup for him if ever needed. And Onic will reset to the center of the map.
That's the only thing they can do for now. Just to somehow minimize this massive lead in Onic Philippines' hands. And now AP Bren, they can barely move out of the remaining areas where they can feel safe. I mean, look at this.
Yeah, and not to mention, all throughout the skirmishes, King Kong was just focused on his objective, the jungle creeps, continuously farming up. His KD is just 0-1-2. So the moment that King Kong makes his presence felt, it could spell trouble for AP Bren.
Oh, Brusco. Is he gonna look for someone?
Yeah, he's zoning out. He's pushing them back.
Okay.
So he popped that. He knew it would be an obvious angle, but it forced AP Bren back so that Onic Philippines will be able to get the tower in the mid. King Kong now has the Holy Crystal, and I think we might just be waiting for the inevitable victory here of Onic Philippines, as the lead has gone to the point where it would be difficult to come back. Very difficult to come back for AP Bren, but they still can capitalize on Onic making a mistake.
Yep. I mean, there are no purifies to be found. So Kekedot with possibly one great setup, but speaking of Kekedot!
Okay, Kekedot was able to flicker up, but there comes the Unstoppable Force plus Ejector feeding off the kill to Kelra. King Kong goes in right after Chomskirt. Unexpected play from the King of the Jungle, but 2 bodies will fall down for Bren.
They didn't even wait for the Lord to spawn anymore. And look at Onic just knocking at the base of AP Bren.
You can expect Prince to cast that Flicker Frigid Glacier at any given moment once the minions spawn. Here comes Brusco. Goes out there! There's the Frigid Glacier, not going to connect to anyone, but Kirk is zoning out the members of AP Bren. Kinko has to walk away. The first man down might be Kirk. And there was still a glimpse of hope for AP Bren.
Yeah, a big punish there by AP Bren. Good lockdown onto Kirk. And even the Spirit of Destruction by Shizo forced Onic Philippines to focus on repositioning instead, making sure that they don't get hit. Onic still have the lead, yes, but now a glimmer of hope for AP Bren as they have just a slightly bit more space to work with Kirk down, but he will come back.
Yep. So now Onic Philippines might not be able to immediately go for the Lord right when it spawned. And Shizu earlier actually felt like he was sort of ready to fight. If only Brusco wasn't able to do that mini sidestep, avoiding the Spear of Destruction, AP Bren might have actually went for it, but now they're back and they're in full control of the Lord Pit.
Yeah. Still, James Pax, a man will eventually moves, will concede the Lord. Brusco goes in with the conceal. They might go for Kekedot. All the ultimates, almost all, have been casted for the side of Onic. And all the while, Shizu was just pushing up top, trying to get a turret.
Yeah, Kirk missed the flash combo knockback that was supposed to land for Kekedot. However, they were able to force AP Bren to go back. Shizu, split push up top, able to break it. And with Chokeskirt now has the Blood Wings. Just a little bit more survivability for a very key target for Onic Philippines. Lord marching in down mid, only the first one in the game. Should still be defendable for AP Bren.
Not unless the Prince Brusco combinations connect onto AP Bren. This could be an endable angle for Sonics.
They really need to be wary of their damage dealers and their wave clear. Now, oh, there goes Brusco!
Okay, luckily he missed. He just threw the cart away. Now he's surrounded by 4 members of the Beast. There goes in Chomskert as well. With the ultimate to zone out the members of Onic. Kekedot is going to fall down, a 1-for-1. But still, Onic has the Lord. Now they set their eyes on the top lane turret, but AP Bren will be able to defend.
They still have minion waves coming in here, but AP Bren should have enough utility still to hold on. Both roamers gone.
All right. Kelra now just really wanting to take down this top inhibitor turret as well. Oh, there goes the Frigid Glacier, buying enough space and time.
And King Kong goes for the back with electrifying beaks against the man with a million moves. He will do so successfully, take him down. Here comes the SOD coming in from Shizu. The Silent Kid no more as he's making his presence felt and bring down the King of the Jungle.
All right. One base turret still stands for AP Bren, but they're slowly showing signs and are able to fight back. The Trinity build is already intact for Shizu, so they really might want to look for openings against Onic.
The next one should be endgame for Onic Philippines. But AP Bren has 50 seconds to work with. 50 seconds to get a pick, to get advantage, so that the Lord won't be an easy take for Onic Philippines. King Kong, great read on the movement of James Pants, but the SOD coming in big time for Shizu to make sure that King Kong goes down.
Yeah, and also the pick-off from Kekedot used up the Way of the Dragon to make sure King Kong won't be able to escape that anymore.
It's a full-built Granger.
Oh.
Conceding this next Lord should not be the decision for AP Bren. For defending the next push should prove to be almost unstoppable for them.
Yeah, no one's able to look for Kelra just yet. They're protecting him so well, even whenever they're trying to go for the siege. So now what will be the plan for AP Bren? You said it, they need to contest it. So which angles are they going to take?
The Keller route might be the way right now because Keller has no defensive items, no Wind of Natures or Winter Crowns. So a beautiful pickup from Kekedot can't do the job as he goes in for the conceal, but gets stopped up by Super Friends in a dodge from Kelra. Point blank shot right in the face, but Shizu answers back, bringing down the God in the gold lane. Kirk working on Shizu. He pops his Wind of Nature, and it looks like a green light for AP Bren, but Kirk will fall down in the hands of Chomskirt. Look at the positioning of King Kong. This might be an angle for King Kong to wreak havoc against Chomskirt. Electrifying beam to bring down the mid lane. James Pax is the next one.
Open that up!
But Shizu brings down the beast incarnate.
He was silent for a long time, but he finally comes up big time. Divine intervention, a knock-up from the Lord, and Shizu and Kekedot secure the Lord. A miracle for the Bees.
4 members of Onic Philippines just taken down like that. And what perfect timing have we seen from Chomskirt? That setup using the feathered airstrike even when they thought, or even when we thought that no one could have potentially provided follow-up to Kekedot. He had the feathered airstrike And the damage, the passive from Shizo, just reaching Kelra even though we thought he was in a very safe position.
Yeah, and we were saying this a while ago that Kelra didn't have any single defensive item, no Rose Gold, Winter Crown, or Immortality. So the moment that Kakedot made the move, there was able to follow up immediately, and just the whole squad of the Beast bursts down the main target, which was the God in the gold lane.
Oh, let's go with the toss.
Okay, here comes the toss plus the Fragile Glacier. They're gonna be able to
Oh,
get there, but
Kakedot!
Kakedot, an off-angle kick on the Super Friends. It spells a disaster for the Bees as Kelra picks up a double kill, but AB Bren, they still have a Lord sieging in onto the top lane.
But Onic Philippines should be able to go ahead and stop that without a problem. AP Bren, it looks like they didn't expect Onic Philippines to be positioned that way. The 7K gold lead that Onic had was erased. And now it has slightly gone back their way, just 2,000. But a lot of people, a lot of players here are already item locked. King Kong, item locked. Kakedot just built up an immortality. And still we're waiting for the last item, potentially a BOD for James Banks. Still, Onic now have a chance to build more advantage.
Yeah. Honestly, Kakedot is becoming really scary for Onic Philippines. He's been making or opening up so much possibilities, looking for Kelra, hunting him down. Not to mention the damage that Shizu already has. But Onic are back. They're knocking again, and they might want to put an end to this.
Okay, so Shizu actually built up tough boost for himself. He knows the crowd control that Onic Philippines has. He needs to reduce it one way or another. 55 seconds. We set the timer earlier for AP Bren. They needed to contest, and they contested. And it is now a very even ball game that the next contention for AP Bren should actually be a 50-50, depending on a very important factor, the minion waves and how they're positioned in the map by the time the next Lord begins. James Max, BOD, Jove Skirt with a Winter Crown, and that item can be big for him in the next big team fight.
Yeah, because honestly right now, the waves, Onic Philippines are able to take care of them really, really well. But look at where they're positioned right now. Oh, they might actually want to go for something. They really check out every single member. Was that the Retribution?
Yeah.
Used by King Kong.
Okay, King Kong used the red 3 just to make sure AP Bren won't have a sniff of that purple buff.
17 minutes in, when we thought this game would be finished before 15 minutes, maybe even 13 minutes, it has gone to the very, very late game. Minion waves are pushing out, and it looks healthy for AP Bren. Onic don't look like they're going to be playing for the macro. They will play for this Lord, and it could be one last big fight.
Okay, Brusco trying to get the information, zoning out the members. They're going for there!
Here comes Unstoppable Force, but they was able to flicker out. There might get bursted down. The Immortality will be popped. Here comes the SOD. Chop Skirts with the ultimate. It's going to be a retribution battle between the Lords. But Shizu goes in. Brusco with a beautiful the man with a million moves secures the Lord. Plus another kill. A
down.
coming in from the God in the gold lane. If AB Bren gets the Lord, Onic gets the bodies of the Beast.
It's only the Silent Kid remaining, but it looks like the gods will march in and strike thunder in his heart.
Thunder has never sounded this loud once again as Onic reigns supreme!